I don't even remember falling asleep last night. The sea keeps rocking the landing craft like we're nothing but driftwood. My name's Jack Thompson. I'm a private in the 1st Infantry Division. And today, we're heading for Omaha Beach. Normandy. That's what they've been calling it. I don't think anyone really knows what it's gonna be like until you're staring at it yourself. The sky's gray, the horizon blends into the water, and every wave looks the same, like it's hiding something beneath. You can feel the tension in the air. Men whispering their goodbyes, some laughing nervously, others staring straight ahead like they've already made peace with what's coming. I can't stop my hands from shaking. Not from the cold. Not entirely. We've been briefed 1,000 times. Maps sprawled across tables, diagrams of bunkers and barbed wire, the order of units, the tide schedules. I know them by heart, but it's like memorizing someone else's nightmare. I think the officers call it preparation. I call it sheer terror. Every now and then the captain calls us to attention, checks weapons, makes sure our packs are secured. I glance at my rifle. It is heavy, but it feels like a lifeline. My helmet presses down on my forehead, uncomfortable and unyielding, but somehow reassuring. The water's coming closer. The engines rumble. Every surge of the waves under the boat makes me want to curl up and disappear. I think about home. Mom, Dad, the little diner on Main Street. I picture her smiling, and I almost wish I could hold on to that image like a life preserver. But there's no time for that. There's only what's ahead. And the moment we hit the beach, I don't know if anyone really makes it out the same. I take a deep breath, try to focus, try to steady myself. The doors of the landing craft will open soon, and when they do, there's no turning back.
The ramp drops. The first step feels like walking into a furnace. Bullets whistle past, snapping through the air like angry hornets. Some of the guys ahead of me don't make it 10 feet before they're down. I hear the screams, but they're strangely distant, like they belong to someone else. The sand is slick with blood and churned earth. Every step is a struggle, dragging my boots through a mixture of mud, seawater, and fear. The tide is higher than they briefed us on. Water sloshes over my knees, sometimes my chest. I clutch my rifle like it's the only thing between me and the end. German bunkers line the cliffs. Machine guns roar, mowing down everything that moves. Mortars explode nearby, hurling chunks of sand and steel into the air. I dive behind what little cover I can find. Craters, pieces of debris, bodies. I don't try to think about them too much. I focus on one thing, forward. One step, then the next. I catch a glimpse of the guys beside me. Some are crying, some shouting, some already gone. Private Daniels yells something I can't hear over the guns. I want to tell him it's going to be okay, but I know it won't. Not really. Not here. Not today. I make it to the first line of obstacles. Hedgehogs, barbed wire, twisted metal designed to stop us in our tracks. Men are getting caught, screaming as they try to crawl through. I don't stop. A kick, a push, a crawl. My hands are raw, bleeding. My uniform is soaked. Every nerve in my body screams to turn back. I don't. I can't. And then, somehow, we reach the bluff. Somehow, some of us are still alive. I look around, and the beach behind me is a hell I can't unsee. But we've made it past the first wall. There's no time to breathe, no time to grieve. We have to push forward, because if we don't, this beach, this place will swallow us whole.
It's over, or at least the worst of it. The beach, it's a graveyard. The sand is dark with mud and blood. Smoke and fire rise from the wreckage of landing craft and tanks. The smell, it doesn't leave. I think it never will. I sit for a moment behind a low wall of sandbags, rifle resting on my knees. The guys around me are silent. Some stare blankly at the water, some at nothing at all. A few are crying quietly, trying to hide it. I can't stop my hands from shaking, but not from cold this time. From memory, from what we've seen. We lost so many. Friends, neighbors, men I've trained with for months, gone in an instant. And yet, somehow, we're alive. I try to feel relief, but it's buried under the shock, the guilt, the exhaustion. I think of their families. I think of my mom. I think of home, but it feels far away, like it belongs to someone else now. The captain calls us to move inland, to push forward while we still can. We obey. We keep going, because that's all we can do. Every step is heavy. Every breath reminds me of what's behind me, what we left, what we survived. I don't know if anyone truly understands what it's like here. The chaos, the fear, the silence that follows. You can't prepare for it. You can't imagine it. You just live through it and hope somehow that surviving means something. When I look back at the beach, I see it for what it was, a place of sacrifice, of courage, of horror beyond words. And I know I'll carry it with me forever, not just the memory of the fight, but the faces, the voices, the lives lost. That's the cost of this day. That's Omaha. That's D-Day.